We detected an unusual trade worth nearly $1 million on Mattel stock, ticker symbol MAT. And what's also very unusual about this is that Mattel reports earnings in a few days on May 5th. And so in this video, we will analyze this unusual option activity to find out if this wealthy investor is bullish and buying before earnings or bearish and selling. Because as we all know, the rich have more access to exclusive research and information, sometimes even leaked insider information, such as earnings reports, to make better financial decisions. This is why smart money always seems to be one step ahead before the rest of the market catches on. And so without further ado, let's dive into our analysis so our subscribers can also profit from this deep knowledge too. As we can see here on the options time and sales tape, on May 1st, at the last hour of the market at 3:18 p.m., these June 20 options at the 18 strike calls were being traded 24,499 contracts for a price of $40 each. Keep in mind, these are options prices, and so we need to multiply by 100 since each option represents 100 shares of stock. And that is why each of these contracts cost $40 by moving the decimal place 2 times to the right. And so to calculate the total cost of this trade, we multiply by the number of contracts, 24,499, and we get a total of $979,000, nearly $1 million for this trade. But keep in mind, earnings is coming up in a few days, and so this is a higher risk trade in comparison to the trades that we share on our website. And so if you want to get access to the lower risk trades with a higher probability of profit, then go to our website. We'll put a link at the top here where you can find out when and which stocks wealthy investors are trading so that you can have the same opportunities as the rich. Because if the rich get richer, why shouldn't you? Now, with that said, we also traded these call options and got into the same position, but we use position sizing to manage our risk. As you can see here on the 18 strike calls for the June 20 options, POS stands for our position, and the green color means a buy position. And notice how many open contracts we have on the open interest, 27,000 contracts. And if we take a look at the historical data before these trades were made to find out if they were closing or opening trades, you can see April 30th, the day before May 1st, when these unusual options were traded, these June 20 options at the 18 strike calls only had an open interest of 88 contracts. And so it would not be possible to close out those 24,499 contracts if there were only 88 open contracts. And so we know this wealthy investor was opening these 18 strike calls and paying 40 each, as we saw earlier and calculated on the option time and sales tape. And so when we analyze this trade on the risk profile profit loss graph, where the x-axis represents the share price of the stock, which is currently trading over here, and the profit loss on the y-axis, note the zero break-even line here. And so you can see that as the share price goes down, this trade becomes more negative loss. And if it goes up, this trade becomes more positive profitable because this is a long bullish trade. And we can confirm this on the options Greeks. We have a positive delta trade. If it was a short bearish trade, it would be a negative delta. But be aware of the risk on this trade. We have a negative theta decay. And so as time goes on, this trade loses value due to time decay. And that is why you can see here the purple line drops down lower to the blue line below this zero break-even line. And that is why the break-even on this trade starts to move up higher, right here where the blue line intersects with the zero break-even line. And so you can see that the stock needs to trade above $18.40 per share for this trade to be profitable at expiration, even though these call options have a strike price of $18. Because of this added risk, along with other factors, we only took a small position in this trade. We don't put a lot of capital into these higher risk trades. Instead, we focus most of our capital on lower risk trades with a higher probability of profit. If you want to get access to those, we'll put a link to our website up here, where you can also learn strategies to increase your profits. Let us know in the comments. Do you think Mattel stock will go up after earnings, or do you think it will crash down? As always, please like, subscribe, and until next time, let's keep tracking the trades of the rich so everyday investors can profit too. Take care and have a wonderful day.